Okay, now we get to the business end of this meeting. So first of all, if there are any objections to non-members participating in this meeting, I don't see any. So we've got a number of points to cover. First of all, obviously, if you haven't voted, you've still got a limited time to do that because voting doesn't close till 3 p.m. You've got the online notification. Is there anybody that wants to vote in person here? No. Okay. As you've seen multiple times throughout the course of the meeting, this is the way to do it. You should have had your voting codes. If you don't have those, Becky's at the back here. She can help you out with any issues related to that. So the voting will close after the AGM, at which point we will make it clear exactly how people have voted. So for the AGM, we have 5 agenda items. I'll take a slide on each one so we can be clear about what those are. And each one has its own vote. So the first one is to approve the minutes of the last 2 meetings, the LINX116 AGM and the LINX114 EGM. Both those minutes were posted as part of the notice for the AGM, so you've got a good chance to look through them. And that's our first point, is to approve those minutes. Of course, we've also presented the annual report, the 2021 annual report. It's a slightly different format this year. Obviously has details of our performance for the year and highlights how we've been doing as a business. You've already heard some of the financial highlights, at least from Malcolm. So we need to approve the 2021 accounts formally. So that's one of the resolutions. And the auditor's report that goes with that, and that will be voted on formally as resolution 3. So voting on the resolutions, so there's one special resolution which requires a 75% majority because we're changing the articles. So we have 4 separate resolutions, and I'm going to put a slide up on each one. So the first one is the change to the articles. This is changing the way we run the AGM and to allow for some new mechanisms which we discovered at the previous AGM. Put that right. So that's the first resolution that we ask you to vote on. The second resolution changes some specific clauses in the MOU, which have been out for consultation, and replaces clause 5.0, or after clause 5.1, adds some new text, and replaces the existing clause 5.2 with some new text. So that's resolution 2. The third resolution is to approve the audited accounts. These have been signed off by the auditor, and so these constitute our formal accounts for the period ending 31st of December 2021. And then the fourth resolution is to reappoint the auditors, Price Bailey, who have been performing our audit now, and to reappoint them on a basis determined by the board, as is normal practice. So those are the 4 resolutions. There's also one other matter, which is related to the board elections. And obviously you've seen the presentation of the candidates. There are 2 seats available, and all those votes have to be in by 3 p.m. for them to be counted. So please, if you haven't had a chance to do that, complete that vote. Your say is important in the way that we run this business. So the voting results will become available shortly after, and I'll share with you the details on those, especially once I've had a chance to notify the successful and unsuccessful board election candidates. So with that, I'm closing the 2022 AGM. Thank you very much. And good voting, and we'll get the results to you shortly. Thank you very much.